where I took it, they asking me who would've thought. I did. Keeping it humble in person, like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Okay, I'm lying. Straight to the fact, when the beat hitting bright, I just say how I'm feeling. No, I can't hide it. Feel like I'll take on a giant Goliath. I'm slinging a shot to the eyelid. Boom, I ain't never missing. I put in the work, every verse gets written. I am no menace, but they heard my penance. Every word like a perk, cause I serve that sentence. Wait, every time I hit a beat, I got like infinite flows. Different approach, slow, fast, yeah, I'm ripping them both. Get for the gap, go back, now I'm taking the blow. Giving a gift when I rap like a ribbon and bow. And I'm tying up these loose ends. I wanna know where the roof ends. If sky's the limit, what's true then? Why does the moon have shoe prints? Switch up the beat, I don't know what my style is. They wanted something that sounded like Violet. I said okay, then go listen to Violet. Crying about it, then cueing the violence. Yeah, shout out to Benz, we kept it spinning. They feeling dizzy, I keep on winning. Feel like I'm Drizzy. Shout out to Toronto, that's word to the city. I've been switching lanes like I'm Tory. They know that I'm Liddy. I say that I'm sorry, but no, I don't pity. The lanes of my story that's going against me. I pave a new way. If I want it, I get it. I'm Diddy. Whoa, yeah, back-to-back flows, back-to-back hits. Had some bad friends, had to ask those. I don't make friends, I just meet and stack the cash so high. Caved in, now my tax guy wants a meeting. Had to show me what I owe these government guys. Almost fainted, not complaining. Just a joke, please don't go saying that I switched up, how I'm changing. I'm just proud now, feels amazing. Look, yeah, everything I said I wanted, I got. Told him I got the moment I'm making 6 figures a month. I was streaming, I'll stop. I lied, I still didn't stop. Yeah. Copycats on the timeline. Inspired, I say lies.
You know, that's so cool. I was just standing here, got everything set up, got everything ready to go. Kind of looked over one last time. Nobody was in chat. Over here for a second, moving some stuff around. I look back, and there's 5 people in chat suddenly. It was amazing. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. Good guy Owen, hello. Here first somehow. Lauro. Here 4th? Are we even friends? About to lose your modship already. What's up, Trix? How you doing, buddy? How you doing, Trix? I was thinking about you the other day. FFJ Alamo, hello, hello, hello. When did you get subscribed? Was it in that storm from last stream? If you haven't seen that, go check that out. That VOD is now live. Pretty cool. That we had another one of those storms. Another one of those, you know. We joke around here about how if you stick around long enough, you know, occasionally something will fall on your head. We had a hailstorm last time we were here. We had significant property damage. Insurance companies are in shambles around here in the Heretic household because of that stream. But thank you very much for all the generosity again, everybody. That's still, oh my goodness. But we are back. We are back to do this thing. I don't know how old you like thinking about children. You know what? No, that's not fair. That's not fair. I was thinking about Trix the Identity. Okay? The green 8 characters of text right there that has said some stuff to me before that I was checking in on. But you know what? You know what? You know what? No, I don't care. You might be 9. Yeah. Well, actually, that would make more sense, you know. Reading level, comprehension, maturity. Somewhere around there sounds about right. All right. But we are here. We are here to do the thing finally. 30 friggin' hours. Yikes. And 4,200 runs. All right. So these are the last few. That's it. That's it. You're about to witness the last few right before the world record and then right on it. Right on it. 102,970, 102,980. What did we guess? I think it was 102,980. I really cannot remember. But anyway, that's where we want to be. It's the one and only Heretic, the most the professor. Laura's always so nice to me when Laura gets here. It's always so different. I try to make the intro different every time. Laura tries to make their intro different every time. And I always am such a piece of shit, too. Ah, goodness. But hello, everybody. What's up, Mrs. Peanut Rules 14? Just 4,200. 4,239. With only 189 finishes, which I'll let you do the math on that. That's... yikes. It's a long map, okay? It's a long, difficult map. And there's a lot of finishes I shouldn't even have finished. I just kind of did just to feel something again, you know? That's what Jason. 103,027. I keep thinking it's a 103,008. It's not. It's still more than a 10th away. But a 10th! A 10th! We've chopped this thing down to, now it's just a little skim. That's it. And we're in there like Flynn. Would you like to see the difference? Would you like to see what is the actual separation now? I don't know if we've actually watched it. We probably have, but I just don't remember. You know what they call insanity? Doing the same shit over and over again and expecting to get different results, aka you and your damn hunt. Well, that's one way to look at it. That's one way. That's a very pessimistic view. I was thinking about it recently. How most things in my life have just been hard work beats technique. I didn't know how to sell. I was just telling somebody that today. They were like, "You were a salesman? What the fuck? What are you talking about?" I was like, "Oh yeah, for like 7 years. My life, I just decided there's a cat in the room. Frick. Hang on a second. I actually don't want cats in the room right now. Hold on just a moment. 1 second. There was actually two. There was two cats. That black one, I'm telling you, just blends. He is a shadow of himself. It's ridiculous. But no cats in here tonight. No, as few distractions as possible. This camera is going to die once or twice. Hopefully it's not during a run. A really good one. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that's a very pessimistic view. But I believe in just hard work beats technique. That's it. You just go do it and be bad at it until you're good at it. But you have to be brave enough to be bad at it first. And I'm brave enough to be bad at this 4,239 times, at least, before actually being good at it. But this is what they say, like you can't look at somebody's life on Instagram. Like, you're only seeing their absolute cream of the crop highlights. You're not seeing anything else. You're not seeing any of the work that goes into it, all the failures, all the mistakes, all the hard work. There it is right now. The counter is on the screen. It's right there. You can see it. All right, we're talking about here. What's up, Blood Fury? Welcome back. Great to see you. I will not say the thing I always say to you when you come back. Just great to see you. Mrs. Peanut Rules, where is your other half? Your other, presumably lesser half? He's sending a delegate now? Is that it? Attends a few streams and then that's it? Of course, the black one. I'm saying, the mischievous black male that I live with. Yes. Just very sneaky. Very just whoa, there he is. You know what I'm saying? What's up, GameScud TV? Lovely to see you. Welcome back. Oh, all right. Okay. Oh. It's like I don't even want to do the first run yet, because then it really begins. And I really want to put in some focus on my runs. It's not going to happen, but I'm going to keep saying it because this is becoming less and less the reason why I do this. Again, nobody watches for the talent. This is just a trap. Okay? It's all just a ruse. I could have had the world record by now. Okay, I could have had it weeks ago. Weeks ago. Thousands of runs ago, I could have had it. Could have. Chose not to. Chose not to. Do you see all this viewership I've gotten? Do you see all this ad revenue? Do you see me drowning in subs? What incentive exactly do I have to set this world record? Other than because I said I would. Trix, were you not here the other night? I can't tell if Trix is fucking with me. Trix, I did not realize that you have the mega badge. 10 months. No, 10... Wait. 10-month subscriber, 9-month badge. Why don't you have it... Oh, because then I think the next one's the 12 or whatever. But thank you very much, Trix, for all that time. I've enjoyed some of it. What subs, what viewership? I don't know. I don't even look at the viewers. I don't know how many people are watching right now. And no one tell me. I don't care. All chatters so far are subbed. Yeah, they're very colorful chat tonight, except for Mrs. Peanut Rules black and white sub badge. I gotta go through and redo all of our media. And I will. I will. But again, that's phase 1. Anybody who joins in phase 2, when we give everything a nice revamp and everything, is never going to know phase 1. Except for all of you. All of you will. And maybe we'll do something to mark that or be able to show that off. As an OG heretic. In Oga. Okay. So. our optimal nonsense, basically TAS run is a 101.774. That's not going to happen. That ain't happening. I'm not suddenly going to trip and fall over another second. But what we have is a 102.7 copium time. That is when you get most of the way through the run, you get part way through the run, and then you checkpoint reset and then finish. What it would have been if you hadn't had to do that reset and had one clean run with that final attempt, what that time would have been. And I've seen a 102.76, 102.78, something like that. I swear I've seen it. And our new PB is a 103.1, and we just set that the other night. I'm already digging this one. We're going to add it. Different playlist tonight. Ugh. Come on, 42.40. Oh, it's the next run. I was like, why not 44.20? He's clearly throwing runs for content. Exactly. Like it's, quite honestly, like it's the easier way to do this. How many effing cats do you have? Like, oh, two were bothering me. That's all two of them. And they are brother and sister, and they are the cutest bonded pair you'll ever see. They literally are like, and they're black and white, and they just yin and yang all over each other. They were just doing it. Yes, Milo and Kida. You just call me Big Bro? Oh. Are you my long-lost little brother? I've always wanted one. All right. Oh, it just went down to 2? Oh, man. Big numbers. Plural. Barely plural. Okay, we good? No one's watching. We're all just figments of your imagination. You're going insane by playing this map. I'm actually okay with that. You know, if simulation theory ends up being the one, then fine. And the more you learn about simulation theory, and the more you realize that is the more likely one, just based on numbers, basic math, why not? Fuck it. I was just watching videos about the new AR, the Apple VR that is not the Apple VR, the Apple non-VR thing. What an impressive device. A MacBook, like, with the M2 chip and everything for your face. Very impressive. Prof just waiting till run 69.69. No, I'm not waiting another 50% of this. Thank you very much, good guy Owen. Although we'll see. If this whole subtrain thing keeps going, I'll do whatever. Fucking. We'll just forever make it the forever cliffhanger, I guess. 10 gift subs if you convince Peanut to let me get cat number 2. Okay, tell me the largest reason. What is the biggest reason that is standing in the way of that happening? How far apart are we from a yes, really? Okay. All right, we ready? 30 hours? Ouch. A lot of things I could have done with 30 hours that I didn't do. But that's okay. We're doing this. Turn that off. I don't think I need my ghosts. All right. First run of the last few days. Oh, my ghost is on. We'll see what we get. That would have been a good run had I actually shifted up, but I didn't. We look a lot alike, do we? And I'm 50-50 on if you have a face cam. Because I feel like I would have commented on that then. And remembered that. The missus, hello, Roasted Peanut. The missus forgot to mention what happened when we had a second cat. Yeah, that was left out of the sales pitch. I didn't realize this wouldn't be the first attempt. All right, we need to get through a run here. Cats are obviously social creatures. Yes, apparently. We've had a solo cat before, and he was lovely, but he was not long for this world. R.I.P. He was too good of a cat. Here for a good time, not a long time. And it took a long time to bounce back from that. Going from, no, I don't want a cat ever, to meeting Figatoni Rigatoni. Figatoni. Miss you, buddy. To go from no cat at all to that wonderfulness took a couple years to bounce back from that, and now we have The wonderful and lovely pair that all they want to do is be like Velcro. Like, if you fall asleep on the couch, they're like leeches. They'll just, you just wake up and they're just on you. Two of them. Just on you. And sleeping, so you can't move. What are you gonna do, be rude? Oh, man. The other cat ended up in solitary confinement and spared. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I do feel like, and my huskies are great with these cats and everything. Hasn't even eaten them a little bit. I mean, tried to take a nibble here and there, but I mean, come on. Who hasn't? But I do need to remember how lucky I am with all these phenomenal creatures. Mine, do a run. Get the world record already. He was too thug for Gen Pop. So, we were talking last stream about how I was definitely, no question, going to buy a car this past weekend. So here's the thing. I didn't. That didn't happen. And I should know better, and I do know better. Thousands of car transactions that I've been a part of. I didn't do the basic homework. Because I just have this bare expectation. Whoa, are we jammed? My stream was just slowing down. Hello? Is everybody good? Whoa. I'm moving in slow motion on my screen. I don't know if I am for you. Like on my screen, I'm 3 seconds lagged from me talking. Oh, you're actually good? All right, then what the hell's going on? Hold on a second. Let me see what's happening. Man, there's a lot of performance in this fucking computer. I keep forgetting that. Because, you know, you see the bars on Task Manager, and then you look at the top of the number, and you're like, God damn, I used to have hard drives that big, and now it's my RAM. It's intermittent. I don't know why. Browsers are closed. Spotify's right. Nothing abnormal is running. Man, I love watching PowerPoint. All right, so it is jammed. All right, let's do this to be safe. That was me. I did that on purpose. Kill the camera. Oh, Spotify isn't responding. Whoa, very lagged. Okay, so we're gonna kill Spotify too in a second here. Sorry about this. Whoa, standard prof stream. This is what happens. Again, you don't show up for the talent. You don't show up for a smooth stream. That never happens. I can only keep this joke up so long because it's just hilarious to look at myself upside down. Anyway, what are you saying? There we go. And we're back. Maybe. You tell me. Took a few seconds. Yeah, I may have just caught it right the worst. Streamlabs didn't even tell me anything was wrong. Your stream quality is good. It didn't even catch anything. Yeah. Weird. Weird. Oh, probably because we're on Wi-Fi, actually. And I cannot fix it at the moment. I keep forgetting to do that. I keep forgetting to plumb this thing with Ethernet. That's probably the issue, quite honestly. That's the only thing that Streamlabs wouldn't know about. Australian prof. Oh, God, that's... Why haven't we noticed that before? That is Australian prof. That's right. Oh, my God. We can do that on purpose, too, if we want to. Australian prof. And does it look better like this? No. I should be looking at the game, but upside down. That's how it should be. Oh, man. You know, I was thinking we should have a point redemption for Prof doing an Australian accent, but that might get me banned immediately somehow. Oh, actually, Laurel called that out. Just temporary internet. Wow, called it out. Closed my ticket before I did. Okay, are we good? Enough stalling. This is not the playlist I left it on, though. Just a moment. I have a whole World Record 3 playlist, and it starts with Prof. Right about there. All right, let's try that. Tell me what you think. Why are you streaming on Wi-Fi? Because I keep forgetting. Because this laptop doesn't have Ethernet. Because Nexmo hates me and got me a shit laptop. Doesn't have Ethernet. So I have to plumb a docking station, which I... Oh. One moment. 1 second, I can actually do that right now. 1 second.
Excuse me, waiter. We stand on hollow ground, go like dun dun dun. Hey dirt, bushwhacking my way up the tax brackets. Jack, you talking about practice? I'm known as the fastest ever since cash is passed. He's slow as molasses. I'm loud and I'm brash. I'm swerving through lanes like a lass. Having contractions, caught up a half a patch of ass. A little less conversation and more action. Gotta get it cracking the minute that they can make it happen. Work it back at Dylan's or kill him until I'm living lavish. I can big up every single bro that they say they could help me. I would rather take on my pieces than take a look at the van. Get drunk and bear my money. Bear my money. Bear my money. Time to get turned up, grind me money, grind me money, grind me money. I said I'ma get drunk and bear my money, bear my money, bear my money. Time to get turned up, grind me money, grind me money, grind me money. Swag long as the moon to earth, king of the motherfucking universe. Ops is food, ooh dessert, take dude to church, I'm doing the work. In the same breath, I'ma loot the purse, two berserk, my boo shoot to murk. It ain't hard to tell about who's the first, why grab 2 stones when I can shoot the bird? Ladies, fuck, no one, none, Mercedes, truck, not enough. More power, more pain, more money, more gains, more haters, more chains, more houses, more planes. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Dominating there, we getting it again. I wake up in the morning, I'm the shit as is. If you shoot for the king, you better kill that bitch. Yeah, I'ma make him feel that shit. Pressure non-stop, I'ma make him eat that shit with some hot sauce.
All right, and time. We are in Ethernet. Did it even interrupt the stream? Probably not. That's how good I am. That's why I do that for a living. In that, what, 45, 60 seconds? I just sprinted around the house, grabbed a docking station, a charger for the docking station, moved my Ethernet cable, and got that all plumbed in over USB-C. And then got back here without anybody noticing, hopefully. Didn't even crash the stream. Yeah! I can do some things right on this friggin' thing. Alright. We don't have to kill that bitch, right? Maybe just tickle or something? What? 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 Hear me out. A point redeemed that auto just flips your face cam that just says Australian. That's a really good idea. That's a I gotta write that down somewhere. Dang it! New computer still. I don't have all my apps installed. Point redemption to flip camera to Australian. I don't know how to spell that. Mode. Perfect. Love it. Love it. All right, eventually we're gonna hunt this thing, I promise. Zombie Zoo, hello, welcome back. Great to see you. Great to see you. Welcome back. Hope you've been well. Might be referencing the song lyrics. Although I don't think Prof says kill that bitch in the song. Oh, if you shoot for the king, you better kill that bitch? I believe is the lyric being referred to. Sorry, Missa had lyrics and not just the same 4 words. Yeah, because that's actually the shitty version of that song. I don't actually like that version. The one he does live on YouTube is actually the version that, never mind. Can't say that. Alright. So, we good? We good here? Zombie Zoo. Zombie Zoo. The only person on Twitch that didn't get a gift sub to this stream last week. Somehow, you were not blessed. You were not in the 30% of Twitch that got gifted subs to this stream last week. You've missed these streams and you've been here 10 seconds and you're saying that. Yes. So we'd love to hear. And Zombies, you picked a good one to watch, because tonight we're getting the world record, probably. Possibly, maybe. Doing all I can about it.
Become something unstoppable. I hereby pronounce you a community.
Oh, that's nice.
Peanut Rules 14 just gifted a sub to Zombie703.
I always forget how long your name is, Zombie Zoo. There's so much longer than just Zombie Zoo. Thank you very much, Mrs. Peanut. Much appreciated. Zombie Zoo, that's a nice streak. 6 months. Nice. Thank you very much. I've known you longer than 6 months, though. Right? Surely. Surely. Mrs. Peanut earning that prof badge. Yeah, seriously. That's the only 1 month subscriber in the room and absolutely killing it. Thank you very much, Mrs. Peanut. I shouldn't say killing it. It's not a measure of performance. It's not a requirement. It's not anything you have to do. I'm just happy to be here. Okay? If the record happens, I just want to be here for it. I just want to be the one at the keyboard when it happens. Okay? But really, when I think about stream, it's what are we going to talk about tonight? How am I going to be entertaining? I wonder who's going to be there. You know, I wonder who's going to surprise us. Maybe we'll get rated, you know, whatever. And then it's subtle guilt about, oh, I should be updating things. And if I have time to think about stream, I have time to be updating stream. And oh God, my YouTube and blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. And then it's usually around then that the meds kick in. And then it's fine. I'm just here for 42,031? 4256 at the moment, if you're talking about count of the runs. How did the whole CEO issue work out? Okay, so that's right. We saw each other on Thursday. Yeah. Right? It's Thursday I saw you. Because the story took a very funny turn on Friday. Oh, you have ADHD? I used to have ADHD. But then I was cured. I pretty much only watch your streams, and I'm not about to deal with ads. Oh, that's true. Again, I have them as turned down as possible. You cannot, as an affiliate, you cannot just turn them off. I've turned them as off as possible, and we try to drown people in subs and try to, you know, minimize them as much as possible. In fact, the ads I run, are they side roll? Like, can you not see the stream at all when the ads are rolling? Because I believe I also only have the setting where they're just off to the side, but I don't have a way of knowing of that. Okay, so CEO man. So the next day, where we left off was, in short, as part of my job is to digitally fire people. Like when a company that I work for, and I work for a bunch of different companies, I'm a mercenary in that sense. When they fire someone or hire somebody, amongst all the other things I do, which is one thing I do. I don't just do beheadings. I do other things too. I paint. But people submit a request to me to fire people, to bring them on, to either be the first email they see, like, hey, welcome to the company, congratulations, or the last email they see, and the last, you know, the Grim Reaper blue screen of them just powering down and having nothing, they can't do anything about it, and they have to go return their device. So that's what I was doing Friday afternoon, but it happened to be the CEO of the largest company that I'm contracted to work for. So that needs to go perfect, and I start to fire this man, and I go to wipe his computer clean, and I'm on his computer remotely using the mouse, and he grabs the mouse away from me. Like, I was about to log into something, and he very forcefully pulled the mouse away. He was obviously still at the computer when he shouldn't have been, and long story short, he didn't know. He apparently knew today was his last day, but he did not know we'd be wiping his device. And he was like in the middle of things, because he's a CEO of places. And that is where the story was left off. That I signed off 2 hours late from work. Oh, Lauro, it gets better. It gets better. So the next day, the only way I have of communicating with this person because they don't work at the company anymore, and I've deleted their profile. I've deleted everything. Contact information and all. So we are talking over my remote software that I have on the computer as a work device. It has a small little chat feature. Very rudimentary, very crude. You don't get notifications or anything. It's just really for emergencies. But that's how we were talking in very slow times. And he's not good with computers, so he kept not looking at the messages. But anyway, I woke up the next day and looked at what he had left, and he said, you know, here's your service window. You can log in and do it then. And I went, okay, game on. No reply back from HR about what the fuck to do. They're just hoping I figure it out, I guess. Here's the wall ride. This is the part that's been killing us. This is the last, like, Goliath part of this map, is getting... And this isn't something you master. This is just something you feel your way through, and you hope the line works. Like, that's a pretty good one. But did not get the shift on the way down. You really need to be very... Nah, that's not a good enough either. We're gonna try the lifting strat here. Lifting is the way to go. Go slower to go faster. Very much more consistent. It's just a slight baby lift as the car rotates left. I should stop repeating this because building a bad habit. Because this isn't the run, you know? Like, this wasn't the one that did it. But I just want to practice. How can we let these dinosaurs into C-suite level positions? Yeah. Yeah. And I just worked with another one today. And I have to stop by one tomorrow morning on the way to my other client to literally just go sit at this man's desk in his office. He's not going to be there. But go sit at his desk and make sure his docking station works. And make sure his Ethernet's plugged in. And just make sure his speakers work. And his chair is at the right height. His mouse has a battery in it. I don't know. But I have to go. It's going to take 4 times longer to drive there. And it is 15 minutes to do this. It's going to take longer to park. And then pay for parking. Ugh. Anyway, they keep me in business. They keep me in business. They are job security. Alright. So, I've been hyperfixated on Zippo tricks as of yesterday. I have a bunch of Zippos that are not in this room, that are in the other room. I love maintaining a Zippo. It's a fun thing. Flint, fuel. It's fun. It's a very easy thing. I have a Zippo out there, a Ronson. They call it a table lighter. From the 40s or 50s. And it's silver plated. It's a very ornate looking, almost looks like a genie lamp. And you press the top of it, and it pulls this damper off the wick. So there's a wick coming up and through, and then there's a cup that is on this hinge like this. And as it hinges off, that's where it hits the flint at the same time. So as soon as it comes up and off, it's lighting the wick. It's heavy, you can kill somebody with it. But it's from the 40s or 50s, it polished up nice, and I can still service that with just regular Zippo parts. It's very cool. It predates when the Zippo became a Zippo. It predates Zippo. It's a Ronson. But amazing that I can just put Zippo parts in that thing. Honestly, don't think I've ever gotten an ad during one of your streams. Well, you're always subbed, Good Guy Owen. I think we keep you in business there. Okay. So. Sometimes you gotta turn left to turn right. Yep. I've been believing it more and more that I haven't really made that many mistakes in my life. If this is where mistakes brought me, then were they really mistakes? Because I feel like I've learned plenty from all of them. Like not buying that car this weekend. That's right, we're gonna dip in and out of stories here. Why didn't I buy the car this weekend? Well, it was going well. Going very well. I arranged a truck. I arranged a flatbed trailer. Got it all reserved and everything. So that we were gonna go grab the trailer and then go grab the car and all the parts. Bunch of cash. Do our transaction. Be done for lunch. You know? That didn't happen. Thankfully, didn't happen. Because I started to ask the question. It was going to happen on Sunday, and I started to ask the questions on Saturday. Like, hey, dude, how are we doing? Can I get a picture of it? And it looked gorgeous. Looked gorgeous. Looks like he had washed it for some reason. It just looked really good. And I said, okay, great. I know all the laws in my state, all the registration laws and titling laws and stuff, and the cars I'm into all fall right into this weird gray area in terms of how old they are. They're not old enough to be antiques yet, but they're just old enough to still need inspections and emissions, and it's complicated. And a lot of times they're so old that the titles and registrations get fucked up. Like this time. So I'm messaging him and I'm like, yeah, let me get a picture. Let me, you know, let's talk through it. You got a title for this thing, right? Like, and please tell me it's not from out of state. That's another thing my state hates is when a car is from out of state. You need to bring it to a police station to get a VIN check. How the F am I gonna bring a frame of a car to a police station for a VIN check within 12 days of buying it or whatever the law is when it doesn't even run and it's not even mine yet? For one much more important reason, the title he has is not in his name. The title is in someone else's name who sold him the car. So they signed it over as the seller. He signed it as the buyer in 2020. And then didn't do anything with it. Not faulting him. I have a car or two in my driveway that I haven't done that with. But it's inconvenient for me now that he's done that or hasn't done that. Oh, what's up, Coffee Now? Welcome back. Great to see you. Hope you are well, sir. You missed a lot. Yeah. Zombies, you know I have a new job, right? You're aware that I have a new job? I feel like you know that. I said I'm working on a Coffee Now. Sounds legally iffy? No, it's illegal. Not for him. He owns it. It's in the lull state of him not... He hasn't gone and paid tax on it. He has not gone and done what's known as tax and title. Which is a part... It's a necessary part of registration. Most people just do it all at the same time. You make one trip to the Department of Motor Vehicles with all your paperwork and your money and everything. You go do the VIN check before you go to the DMV and all this other stuff. And then you bring a check or you swipe your card and you pay the taxes, you pay the registration fees and everything all at once. And then you go get your inspection and then you're good for 3 weeks before they start harassing you for more money in some way. Tolls or property taxes or whatever. Oh, that's another thing. My cars are old enough to not have needed property taxes assessed on them when my state was assessing property taxes, which they have abolished because of democracy. We voted it the fuck out. They put it up for vote, and we said, no, we don't actually want to keep spending money on shit I already own. Thank you very much. In some places, Lauro, in the United States, it's not everywhere. It's definitely not everywhere. California, maybe, if it's a very coastal blue state thing to do. But thankfully, I live in a blue state, but it's relatively violet or purplish. And I happen to live in a particularly red part of it. So it's a nice balance. It's a nice balance of things I feel like I have in my life. I live in a reddish bubble inside a very blue bubble inside a much larger bluer bubble inside of this zoo of a country. So, but yes, around here for a while, they would look up the native book value of the cars that you owned if they were younger than 10 years, I think, 10 or 15 years, and then after that they didn't bother you. But yeah, you go and buy a new car, and I dealt with this all the time as a car salesman. You go and buy a new car, and you think, okay, here's my outlay, 40 grand, sales tax on 40 grand, registration, inspection, whatever. You think you're good, and then the end of the year comes, or the end of the it's assessed quarterly. The end of the quarter comes, and you find out you owe 5% of the entire value of the car in property taxes. And it's like, what the fuck? And then you yell at your salesman. Got an earful all the time about it. Why didn't you tell me about my property taxes? I don't know, because I don't live where you live. I don't know if they assess them where you are. I'm not an expert on everybody's property taxes, and it's in my best interest not to mention it. Thank you very much. Shit's expensive enough, and I'm trying to make a living here. Thank you very much. Unrealized gains and losses should not be taxable. Yeah, that's a gripe I have with. I just saw another post the other day of Elon Musk made $26 billion yesterday. Bill Gates made $40 billion yesterday. Not really. And mostly no. Like, it's not liquid, and even if they wanted it to be, it can't be. They can't access it. That's like me saying I'm worth like 6 figures because I happen to have equity in my house because I happen to have bought it at the right time. Yeah, but it's in my house. Like, the only way I'm accessing that is to then become homeless. So it's not really. I don't have 6 figures sitting in cash on the desk in front of me. Just like they don't, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're worth fucking plenty. They have plenty liquid. Plenty. But it is not 12 digits worth. I hope. I hope. Because you have to think, there's people that are not on the Forbes list because they're above the cutoff. They can pay the fee not to be on it. Literally swim it, exactly. Can you think we're gonna see the first trillionaire in our lifetimes? Probably sooner than we think. I remember it wasn't that long ago that Apple crossing over the $1 trillion, crossing over the $1 trillion threshold was a huge deal. And now Microsoft just crossed over 4 trillion. And they're the most valuable company in the world ever. And it's like, wow, did money just vaporize in value that quickly? Doesn't feel like they're doing 4 times the work. Putting out 4 times the value. I don't know. But it does seem that way. All the most valuable companies in the world don't make a profit. Amazon, I don't think they've made a profit yet. Uber, I don't think they've made a profit yet. DoorDash, I don't think they've made a profit. Snapchat? You'd hope. Turning down $10 billion to just be your own company. Hope they've made a profit by now. I don't know. What's the Matrix going to give us next? Go check out, if you haven't already, go check out the... What do they call it? What is Apple calling their VR goggles that aren't VR goggles? But whatever, go check out like MKHD's video, or Jerry Rig Everything. Well, actually, don't watch Jerry Rig Everything. It'll make you sad. Ooh, it'll make you sad. It's impressive, but it'll make you sad. But MKHD does a great job. He actually shares the recording of what he sees, and it's extremely impressive. It is the future, right there. Right there. In a way. In a way. It kind of is, in another way. I don't think... something's a little off with it. You'll see. Yeah, and it's $3,500. There's also that. There's also a MacBook on your face. Yeah, Mrs. Peanut rules, yeah. You can use peripherals with it, but yes, the way you interact with it is to look at things on the screen, because it has cameras pointing down and forward to look for your gestures. But then it also has vision tracking. It's looking at your eyes. So you look at a button, and then you pinch. And that's how you do that. However, feels like a big swing and a miss, because, like, what about people that don't have 2 eyes nor hands? I don't know. Like, and I'm only bringing that up because it sounds like that's not accounted for at all. And I don't know what the plans are for it. But you would think for $3,500, it'd be open to everybody. But, I mean, technically, I say that, but in the same breath, it is compatible with peripherals. And the differently able typically have... I don't know if I should say typically, but they have access to peripherals for things like this. Anything that should work with a computer or a Mac should work for this thing. That line was okay. A little bit more speed than the PB, too. There's no lift on that. That was no lift at all, but not a good angle on the way down. That's a little too much lift. Bled off too much speed. Good speed on this attempt that I would like to practice. That's pretty good. I think that's what we're going with. That's going to be a little into the rock. We want 320 before we even leave the ice, and we didn't really get it. That's okay. 104 with a few respawns. Low 104. I remember when I was begging for a time like that, and that's just that's our first actual finish of the evening. In, well, 45 minutes, so I mean, it's gonna take a little while to get warmed up. It'll make for a new era in digital play, yeah. It's very impressive. It is very impressive. I mean, I don't know if you can even call it overpriced. It's like the first of its kind for what it is. I know it's another VR goggle, but the way they've integrated things is a very Apple way, and it kind of brings that tech to... It's amazing, right? The juxtaposition of the fucking price, the audacity to ask what they ask for these things, but then how simple and ubiquitous they make the tech. You gotta give them credit for that. The thing can fucking... As soon as you put it on, it adjusts the screens by looking at your eyes to perfectly make them as wide apart as your eyes actually are. It's like, it's a lot of tech crammed into a face mask, basically. Very cool. I'm being informed this idea was in a movie? Snapchat has only ever been profitable once during the fourth quarter of 21, but they've also apparently been making changes as hopes to turn more profit. So as the moment they became profitable, what did they do? What changed? They finally became profitable. What, was it like the height of COVID? And that was it? Probably shouldn't even be attempting these, but just trying to get warmed up through all the little bits and pieces, all the little bits and bobs of this map. Are you talking about big screen beyond VR goggles? I don't know. I'm being informed this idea was in a movie, correction, a TV show. What? Imagine accessory underwear as a peripheral. Oh, long distance relationships, never saw it coming. Oh, that's been thought of. That's a thing in real life already. I think. So anyway, which story are we going back to? The CEO story? What was the other story that I was even punctuating that with? Oh, the car. So... sends me a picture of a title that's not in his name. And I said, okay, not a huge deal, because you can do something what's known as open title, which isn't the most legit thing to do, but people do it. And that is when you sell a car to somebody, you sign it as the seller, but then the buyer doesn't sign it. And you don't date it, so that they can then do something with it, not register it, whatever, and then sell it themselves. And impersonate being the owner, and to sell it to the next person, and the next person is either none the wiser, or doesn't care, or whatever. It's not legal to do that, but there's honestly no way to prove otherwise if done correctly. Unless, you know, they start pulling records from other states and shit. Apple Vision Pro, yes, that's it. I know where I was May 15, 2020, a restaurant because my state opened up and I needed outside. Long distance relationships are a thing in this current times. What do you mean in this Zombie Zoo? I was in long distance relationships like 15 years ago. Yeah. 15, almost 20 years ago. So, I say to him, well, that sucks because it's signed over to you, and you're gonna need to now go get a title. Like, you're now gonna need to go pay sales tax and title to get a title in your name. That's gonna take a month for you to actually get it. Then you can sell it to me. Not that I'll be registering this thing anytime soon. It's a shell. But for when I eventually do, you know, I need to know this stuff. And I'm not buying something half finished. I'm not buying a, oh yeah, I'll get you the title later on. I'll never see it. I'll never have his money. I'll never see it. Yeah, what's the incentive? What if a meteorite falls on him, you know? We all lived through the Yahoo AOL chat era. Okay, maybe not all of us. See, I think you're bluffing, Mrs. Peanut, because everybody knows it was the AIM era. AOL Instant Messenger, AIM. I can still hear it. Oh, Roasted Peanut, you're going to be happy with my negotiation on this. Because the way we left it was something in the neighborhood of... Should I just say the actual numbers? I'm just going to say the actual numbers. We left it in the neighborhood of... So it's the car, it's a rolling chassis, it doesn't have an engine, doesn't have a transmission. But it has just about everything else. Suspension, interior, a bunch of extra stuff, extra parts for the car, extra like aftermarket performance parts. Bunch of stuff. So a lot of stuff to then sell. You know, I want to buy it in bulk, sell off what I don't need, and then end up with like a free pile of stuff. That's always the goal. But the other option was to let him do all of that, and I just buy the shell, and he gets to keep everything else. I save a little bit of money and buy what I only absolutely need, as opposed to everything I want. Oh, I could not get that to hook back around. Your Twitch is having a stroke? I'm okay over here. I'm not having a stroke, nor is my computer, it looks like. MSN Messenger. Get the... Funny you mention that. That was my long-distance partner. That was her preferred choice of Messenger. And it was in French. She wasn't French. Story for another time. So, the offer is either to buy just the car or everything, and I want to buy everything. I always see the value of buying in bulk. And the number was going to be something like $2 grand just for the car, or something closer to 3 for everything. I don't know, something like that. Forgetting those specifics, it was like a month and a half ago. And it was very rough. We didn't even shake hands on a number or anything. It was just, yeah, we're in the same room as each other on a number. Let's just fucking do it. You'll never know what you need until it's fully assembled. Well, I already have a fully running, like, not fully running, but please. I already own an entire version of this car already that was running a few years ago anyway. That just needs an engine and transmission and anything else that mice have eaten by now. But I figure between the two cars, I should be able to end up with at least one. Andy Hanneman, hello. Welcome back, dude. I kind of just stopped getting on Twitch, but I'm back. Finally got club and joined your club too. Well, wait, when, what do you mean just? Finally got club and joined your club. You joined recently? Thank you very much for doing that. Welcome back, great to see you. Your phone will let you send messages. Well, I hope you can now. Bloodfire is born in 03. Oh, I feel old. Not in the AOL era, no. That's... 03 was like the prime of me using AOL Instant Messenger, come to think of it. Adipol, hello! Great to see you too! Okay. So the day comes. I get the trailer reserved, I get a truck reserved, I get all my cash together, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. We are making final arrangements. And then I find out that the title is not in this person's name. Thankfully, it was the night before the transaction was going to happen, because I would be livid if I showed up there with cash just to find out that the one thing that I need to register this car is all fucked up in a way that I can't fix. With all my connections in the car world and everything, I cannot fix a title that's not in somebody's name. That's not how it works. And then it gets worse. Because at first I'm like, well, that's not a huge deal. I'm in a similar situation with another one of my cars anyway. I can probably get this dealt with myself, but it's going to impact the price. Like, I was explaining how big of a deal this was. At first he wasn't really understanding that this wasn't just going to be me taking it to the DMV and fixing it myself. He was going to need to be involved. And because of that, it means I'm not buying the car yet. If I can't buy it with the title, then I'm not buying it. I need something that proves I own it the moment I take it. Otherwise, what am I buying? Buying a piece of scrap. And then I go and research on my state's Department of Motor Vehicles website just to make sure I understand everything correctly. These laws and rules that I've had memorized now my entire adult life, they just changed them on January 1st of this year. In the time between we negotiating this deal and now me about to pick up this car, they've changed the tax and title and registration laws for the worse. There is no more open title. There is no more... My state wasn't even titling every car. Your car was old enough, they weren't even titling it. Now they're titling every car. And tracking things much more stringent, and just it just made everything so much worse. So I said, okay. I explained how every which way why this was a problem and how the plans were off and everything, and then I said, or everything I just said for the last 3 hours, or I come by with $1,000 tomorrow and it's all my problem. All of it. Everything. Drama and all. And the only thing I'll ever need from you going forward is maybe a signature on a document. Power of attorney or a notary signature and, you know, whatever. Like, that's enough risk for me to take on. I feel like I can still make money there. Even if everything went wrong. And then I did the magic salesman thing where I sent the message and then I put my phone down and I shut the fuck up. I didn't try to justify it with, well, you know, because of everything that's going on, and if that's not enough, I understand. No, that's my offer. Let me know what you think. And I knew as soon as I sent it, we were gonna end up on $1,500. to make it feel like a win for everybody. That's what it was gonna be, and that's exactly what we ended up as. He said the magic words. We're being very honest with each other. To be fair, I'm not exactly, you know, I am a good salesman, but I'm not exactly pulling this out of him. But he admitted that it's either going to me or it's going to the scrapyard. Any cash you can get on top of it going to the scrapyard is gravy. So offering $1 is fair. But I just like the number 1,000. My WRX was $600. Its engine was barely $1,000. Basically brand new. That thing was misfiring today, or yesterday, and I was trying to figure out why. And I just remembered, it's supposed to be running on Japanese 95 octane. 95, 97 octane? But instead I'm running it on United States 93 octane. So I need to be gentle with it. And a turbo that doesn't belong on it. Probably take it easy. Got the Slipper of Doom? Fair deal, exactly. Did you save up your allowance to buy a CD and then break your mother's 5-disc stereo with it? Yeah. I broke the CD player in my mom's Volvo. Whoops. With my Linkin Park CDs. Oh, what's up, Acrosty? No. Across TL. I think that's TL. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer... Oh, come on with your bullshit. Mods. Where are you at, mods? So, like I was saying, I cannot get it to work. I don't know what's happened to my mod tools. It's like I disabled mod view or something. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Oh, and somebody took care of it. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. So, like I was saying, I left enough room in that deal to make it worth my while. And then I was up till 3 in the morning researching and making sure, like, okay, I'm showing up there with a trailer and, you know, a few $100s, and now it's my problem. But how big of a deal is this? And it turns out it was a very big deal. You know, looking at the paperwork and, you know, the top sheet of the document to register the car, that's been modified in 2024. But the second page that tells you what you need to register a car, that was modified last year. So it doesn't reflect the new law. So anyway, I got all of it answered. The answer is no. He needs to go buy a title, and he also needs to pay taxes and interest and penalties for every month it went not titled and taxed since 2020. This thing may have just earned itself a ticket to the scrapyard just based in penalties and fees. Because I don't know how much that's going to be. It shouldn't be a lot, but it also could be. I don't know. Last I saw you, I remember you were considering a new job and did some interviews but weren't sure. Whatever came of that. I landed the best job I've ever had in my life. Arguably. That just recently converted itself to becoming 100% employee owned. And I have a lot of fun, and I shoot off Nerf guns all day, and I swear at people in my emails, and it's a dope job. Pretty dope job. Pretty happy with it. As far as jobs go. Pretty dope. Thank you. Just had to hang in there. That's what I meant about, like, have I really made any mistakes if this is where it all ended up? I've had, like, 5 jobs in the last 3 years to finally land in this one, and it's fucking dope. And I would not have gotten to this job without those other ones for many different reasons. The opportunity didn't exist yet. I didn't live close enough to where it is to justify working there. I didn't know enough. I wasn't experienced on the platforms and everything that I then was able to flex in the interview to then get the job. And now use every day, all that stuff. Well, without being too specific, I am an IT firefighter. I am an IT SWAT team member. Mercenary. I work for everyone and no one at the same time, kind of thing. I have some high-level security clearances some places, and in other places they don't even trust me to touch the Microsoft licensing. Some places I need to use my retina to get in places, and other places they don't even lock the door overnight. IT support, IT consulting. A little bit of both. Yeah, that's fair to say. A little bit of both. Some days more of one than the other. Prof is the equivalent of an IT assassin at this point. Oh, speaking of which, back to my other story. So there I am. Just me and the CEO. And I'm being told he knows he's being fired. And go ahead and wipe his machine. Press the big red button, nuke it from space. He's telling me, don't do that. My wife and kids are in here. On his computer. You know, files and photos and family memories. Right next to corporate files and anyway. Fucking people. So this suddenly turned into, who do I work for? Do I still work for him? He's the CEO of the company that I work for. Even if he's being fired, he's still the CEO until I yank all his access, technically, right? I'm the one doing it. I hold the keys. I can let the prisoner go. So the way we left it was, I'm yanking all your access to everything company related. I'm not going to nuke your computer from space, no matter what anybody says, because I wouldn't want that done to me. That's another thing that's very cool about my job. I'm allowed to just do whatever I want. I have not whatever I want, but I have autonomy to make calls, to go with my gut if it feels like the right decision. Don't make the wrong decision trying to follow the rule book when you know it's going to cost the entire relationship with the client. You know what I'm saying? Like, make the smart call, and if the vice president is saying you just accidentally yanked their Adobe license, maybe go put it back and don't try to call the president for clearance. Just go fucking do it. And then go call the president. And be like, I can always yank it again, but I was supposed to give him back access, right? The CEO is a bit silly for putting personal things on a work machine. I agree. but it's already happened. And I don't know where he's going next to be the CEO. Maybe they'll go trash talk me by name because he knows me. And he knows who he's working with now. And it's me. We've met before. Shit situation. But anyway. So I jumped on his computer the next morning after reading his note saying, you have my permission to jump on between X and Y time and do whatever you need to do. So I'm working as diligently as I can, trying to divorce this computer that was born and bred in the environment to suddenly become a little puppy dog. I'm trying to convert this guard dog Doberman to being like a seeing eye dog. Couch potato. It's not easy. Because it doesn't want to be. And I have to leave just enough access so that I can still access it from space, you know? Like, I have to leave piece, like a thread, all the way back out, like a trail of breadcrumbs, but it has to be a string, all the way back out of the cave that I can then pull back on and then detonate everything and prove to him that I can no longer get on his personal computer, you know? I'm doing this all from hundreds of miles away. So, I did everything I could. Got it as close as I could. Worked on it for a good couple hours. Till I finally just opened up a notepad on the screen. And it was just going to be a message that I was leaving for him to say, you know, like, hey, Jeff, this is what I was able to do. Here's what your new passwords are. Here's where you go to do this. Here's where you go to do that. This is what's going to be different. This is what you're going to need to go buy licensing for now because I had to install it. And I'm officially deleting my access. And if you want me to prove that, I'll send you a screenshot. As soon as I started typing, he grabbed the mouse. He was watching the whole time. He's watching me like work and then off to the side. He can't see me, but nothing's happening on his screen because I'm researching on mine and then back on his and running commands. And did you give him a deadline? No, it's all billable time for me. This isn't my fault. I didn't do this. I scheduled my day that day around this only taking half an hour and this being all set. This wasn't all set. I don't know what I'm supposed to know. I don't know what he knows or what he's supposed to know. I don't know if they're parting amicably. I don't know if they were parting amicably and now aren't because of me. Like, just playing it very carefully. So it was just, go take care of your shit. I'll log in tomorrow. I'm treating him like a human being. How would I want to be treated if I was finding this out? So he starts typing, you know, thank you very much. I've been watching what you're doing and I've been making sense of it. I think I got it from here. And then he started asking me a couple of questions, like he started typing them. And he's just hunt and peck. I'm watching his screen. I'm watching the mistakes he's making. And then backspace, I'm typing. So finally, I just grabbed the mouse and I suspended his access. And I just typed, what's the best phone number for you, Jeff? I mean, let me just call you. Jesus Christ. Give me your home phone at this point. I'll call you from my personal if I have to, so it's not tracked. And I called, and we had a lovely chat. We remembered each other from meeting in person and everything. And I just said, I don't know what I'm supposed to know. I don't know what I'm not supposed to know. I don't know what's going on. I'm just doing what I was told to do. And I just want you to know I was so not trying to be in the middle of this, and I am now squarely in the middle of it. So I hope wherever you land is for the better. You know, maybe our paths will cross again someday. Whatever, you know. You never burn a bridge. And I spent some extra time, and I helped him log into his personal shit and whatever. And he said, oh, you know, I really appreciate it, Prof. Listen, anything I can ever do for you, let me know. And I said, you know what? Jeff, I'm going to find you on LinkedIn. I'm going to make you owe me a favor. That's what we're going to do. At some point, I'm going to need you for something. If you know, I don't know where you're landing. C-level executive. If you need a CTO somewhere, you let me know, sir. I don't know. Apparently, it's not about tech skills to land jobs like that, is it? It's about people skills. And he said, yep, very good. Yep, do that, please. And I found him on LinkedIn. He messaged me within minutes of me friending him. And thanked me yet again. And we just agreed on treating people how you want to be treated and parted very amicably. And who knows what that's going to turn into. A referral for my company that I'm a part owner of. A referral for me personally. Maybe the company he lands at needs a CTO or a senior director of this, that, the other. And I know a guy. Helped me once. Helped me this other time. Seems like a straight shooter. I trust him. He seems honest. That's all I need to know. Bring him on. That's how the business world works. So you know. CEO's a bit... Hey, the fired CEO is not the company's problem. Am I up to date? I am. Oh, the mod tools are making it look like the time is way in the past. Anyway. So that's the CEO story. Is I turned a lump of coal into a diamond a little bit. Like, that could have gotten very hairy for me. Like, I could have gotten in some trouble with the company, and if I protected myself enough, put everything in writing, screenshotted all the chats to show that they weren't on the same page. I was not getting consistent messaging, and I needed to make an executive decision at the end of the day about the executives. Ha! Did you give him a deadline to move his shit? Oh, he moved it. Oh, god damn it. I'm still reading messages twice. Let me turn off mod tools. It's, for some reason, it's making me think all these messages are new because they all look new to me. Turn that off. There we go. There we go. All right. So that's that. Today, the owner of the car I was going to buy messaged me and said that they had spoken to the Department of Motor Vehicles and got all the answers. Penalties were going to be a couple $100. Penalties, interest, and fees. Couple $100 that he has to pay to buy it, and then probably a title fee, which still isn't much. 2 digits. And then he will own a title in a month, and if I'm still interested, I can buy the car then. And we'll see. Maybe this was the universe's way of saying this isn't the car to buy right now. Maybe get something else, something maybe more interesting. Maybe a truck. Or another Subaru Coupe. Or something else. Who knows? If you could buy any car right now, what would it be? It can either be a car that's $1,000, $10,000, 100 grand, or $1 million. Or more. What would you buy? I'm going to be on till about 11. And that's only because I need to be in a major city tomorrow at ass early o'clock. So I also need to leave myself time to groom and be ready and account for traffic and all that nonsense. But we're definitely going to be back at it on Thursday, if not a little sooner. I have a light week this week. As of right now, I may have just jinxed it, but last I checked, I do. And this is overdue at this point. We got to get this already. We're very close. Not overdue. We're going to get it when we get it. But, oh boy, I just want to get it already. Oh, hit the snow a little too hard on that one. Laura! I am trying. Damn it. That was a bonk strat the whole time. I don't know if you guys saw it at the beginning. Oh. With that just second attempt at a finish, it was a 103-1. And that was with a gigantic crash at the beginning of it. I would have loved for it to be that one. That would have been amazing. Hey! Hello, Viable Hercules. We must protect this house! This is our house! What's up, Viable Hercules, and welcome. Thank you very much, Laura, for shouting him out. Welcome. Do we know each other? It's a great name, but not a familiar one. I feel like I would remember it. What's up, Aqua Slip and Slide? Another good name. Just sticks with you. Unique enough, it's like a passphrase. Aqua Slip and Slide. I'll just remember that one, and I remember Viable Hercules. Oh, you're Game Scud's brother. Older or younger? Who should I respect more? Who's taller? Oh, when I turn my music off. There we go. All right. Where's Matt DCD? Did Matt DCD show up? Why is Matt DCD not telling me to... I gotta turn that down. Our first ever alert. Thank you very much for the follow from Viable Hercules and also Aqua Slip and Slide at the same time. I only heard one alert though. We might get a second one here in a moment. Or not. No? Nope. Nope. Okay, guess not. All right. So, you guys are new here, it looks like. Oh. Also, hello to... Why are the alerts not working suddenly? Wait a minute. In a good way, right? More are coming in a good way, right? Because I just saw a bunch of follows pop in from some very generic looking names, but they're also not alerting. But in the meantime, I will go along with it trepidatiously. Thank you for the follow from the Salty... I'm not even gonna read that one. Bradford Toucans and the same name again. Well, welcome for now. Until I have a reason to kick everybody out of here. just a little sus. All right, here comes some actual alerts. But hello, I think alerts is what's being weird. There we go. Now the alerts are starting to show up. One is me twice. I did see twice from almost the same name. That name right there. The saltiest nut gargled. Not to be confused with saltiest nut gargled, who may also be showing up. Oh, welcome. It's great to see everybody. Bradford Toucans, hello, hello. Appreciate everybody showing up. I am your boy, the one and the only, the... Professor. You may call me the Professor, you may call me Prof. You may call me Jeff. You may call me Jeffrey. It's with a G, though. Don't mispronounce it. But otherwise, hello. Welcome, everybody. It's great to have you. Friends of GameScud TV. Allegedly. Being claimed, anyway. What is with my alerts? I think Streamlabs is having a night. Because everything seems fine on my side. I didn't change anything in the process. But thank you very much, E, for the gifty on over to Viable Hercules. Much appreciated. Whenever that alert wants to actually go off. I saw it. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Enjoy your gifty there, Viable Hercules. Whoa, Aqua Slip and Slide. Why are you sending a butt? Now we're sending butts? I don't even know if I know you that well. But welcome, everybody. I am the Professor, and we are playing some Ice this evening. New map. I never played this one before. Just discovering it. Just really kind of getting the hang of it. Thinking about maybe hunting it, though. Seems like a good candidate for hunting. Feeling confident on this one. But we have a rule around here. And that is when a new...
Become something unstoppable.
Mine! Alerts!
I hereby pronounce you a community.
Oh, that's nice.
Oik just gifted a sub to Viable Hercules.
Thank you very much, Oek, for the gift on over to Viable Hercules. Much appreciated. It's a gesture to get to know each other better. Oh, is offering a butt? I know, I got a bunch of dogs and cats. That is a good point. Just offering the butt. Alright, so, like I was saying. We try to ask Trackmania enjoyers when they first show up here. Very important question. See if we'll get along. And that is, what got you into the game? It's a unique game to get into, especially if you live on my side of the pond. I'm obviously from the UK. You can tell by my accent. Oh, no, sorry. I'm from the other side. It's my bad. The one that beat the UK in that war. But Americans don't commonly get into this game. That is unless... I'm looking right at you. It's a virtual video, isn't it? That's what did it. Another one. All right. Which one? Which one, though? Like, it can be a virtual video. That's fine. That's acceptable. That's only what got everyone in this room into the game originally, including your boy here. That's what got me a Twitch account. That's what got me a stream. That's what got me everything. Everything. All this fame and fortune from my stream. The millions that I've earned. It's all thanks to that man, Virtual, in this game. What's it called? Virtual Racing TM? Something like that? I can never remember the name of this game. Virtual 2020? It is your IRL brother? Okay, well then you got the pass. I've known GameScud TV for, what, like 3 years, GameScud TV? 3 years, 4 years? I think. Were you at my wedding? I can never remember. I always confuse you with everybody else who has orange text for a name. Prof left us Aussies. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I'm one of you. I'm one of you. I am an Australian. I am an honorary Australian. Don't you remember? What are you talking about? I'm basically from there. Good day, mate. Throw another fish on the barbecue, mate. Hey, wanna go for a kangaroo ride later? M8, mate. Wanna do that? Wanna go climb some rocks? Because there's nothing else to do around here. All right, I'm done. God, I love streaming. This is so much fun. Not me, you got me into Trackmania. I was your virtual. I was your gateway drug into this game. Any answers on that? I asked a question to everybody new. Everybody, all these real human beings who have actually joined the stream. I asked you a question. I will not be ignored. I don't like it. I need to be liked and interacted with. Why do you think I am up here? Because I'm good at the game? Wrong. I'm pretty sure this is exactly how an Aussie sounds. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the easiest accent to do. My Siri is actually now in Australian. How can I prove that? Tell me about the game Trackmania.
There are 17 games in the Trackmania series. Here are the first 3: Trackmania, Trackmania 2, Lagoon, and Trackmania Turbo.
So it's an Australian. Well, it's not Australian, right? Because they don't say by the region. They're given colors, and this one is Sydney, and it's like a green. It's fucking Australian. But she is speaking American English Like, it's all American terms and English measurements and stuff like that. And she's referencing, like, the American side of Google kind of thing for everything. Dates are pronounced how they're pronounced here. When I had it in a British voice, it would, like, I would ask it to play a podcast, and it would be like, okay, playing this podcast from June 20th, 2024. And it's like, how are you doing that? Or June 1st, rather. Even the AI voice sounds like an Aussie, yeah. All right. Thank you very much, everybody new, for joining us. I was folding the dishes. Nice. Who's this guy on my screen? Australian prof? It's like Australian Stig, but slower. Ooh, a very direct line here. Went a little braver and later. Gaining. No longer gaining. This is a little too high, a little too much angle. That has to be adjusted down on this one. That's a little too much angle again. A lot of speed. Very consistent now at pulling these off. Not necessarily actually pulling off the finish, but getting to that finish with that kind of speed. Prof is our prof? Aqua Slip Inside, we just met. We just met. I'll be your prof. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying. Is Prof Heresy actually a prof, or is he just a prof? No, I'm a prof. You think you just call yourself a prof? They don't let you. Just like you can't put pro on your car if you're not a pro. You think you can just stream a game? No, you gotta, like, there's like an interview process and a talent scouting, you know, whole thing that you go through, and then they say, oh, you can stream. That's what we will allow you to stream. That's how that works. And then that comes with a contract worth many dollars. Lots of money. So that means I've been doing it illegally my entire life. Probably. I'm gonna assume yes. Another one has become a heretic. Nice. Already. That one's an early one too. Prof was born being prof. I have and I haven't always been this cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I get cooler and more confident as I age now. I bottomed out when I was a teenager in terms of insecurity and bullshit and whatever. Now I'm so confident it's kind of annoying sometimes. So, yeah. It's always been here, but I needed to go through what I went through and develop my personality and learn how to sell and all that lovely stuff. So, if you're liking what you're hearing, if you're liking what you're seeing, if you're enjoying what you're feeling while you're experiencing it, feel free to simply click the subscribe button. You don't have to smash it or attack it or make it, you know, hurt or anything. You just click it like a person. Or just stick around long enough and ask for one. We do have a sub exchange program here. That sounded wrong. Do not clip that. Holy shit. Anyway, yikes. Back to what we're doing here. We are at run 4,379 gross. At 30 and a half hours, only 192 finishes. Ugh. But we are this close to having it without actually having it. Dang it! Gonna have to be a terrible mod and run away to deal with RL things. Keep a lookout and discard for the results. Of what? Alright, I will keep an eye out. What's this Discord that Loro TM is referring to? Glad you asked. If you do !Discord, you will be linked to... Well, I kind of already sold it. The Discord that we have, the Heretic Hangout. It's where we hang out as heretics. All this is very self-explanatory. You probably already know what you're doing. Just do it. Prof didn't give me the words of wisdom. I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep. What? Prof, give us your words of wisdom and greatness. On what? If I deem it unreasonable, I'm gonna unfollow. On what? You gotta give me a topic. What do you think I've been doing? Just preaching for no reason? These are my words of wisdom and greatness. They don't get better than this. This isn't my B-list stuff. I brought out the good silverware for guests. You're lucky I even have a shirt on life. Don't take life too seriously. Appreciate it for how fucking fast it is and for how fleeting of a glimpse of a blink that you even exist for. And really take stock of the absurdity of this whole thing. That, as far as we're aware, the universe literally exploded so hard that atoms came to life to think about it. It's fucking bananas. And nobody has any idea if that's true. Nobody has any idea if there's some grand creator. Nobody has any idea if we're living in a computer simulation on top of a computer simulation of AI on top of AI. Nobody has any idea. Nobody knows shit about fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say where I'm from. So just embrace that. And just go have some fun with life. Go do some things. Go make some memories. Go make some mistakes. Definitely go make some mistakes. Definitely don't think you're ready to do anything and simply go do it. The want of doing it means you're ready enough. Go do it. You're going to feel naturally scared. That's being a human. But go do it. Make sure you do it. Make sure you do it. Make sure you don't not do it. That's how you get world records. That's how you start live streams. That's how you get 570 followers. Actually, well over that number tonight. I don't even know what it is, but 575 or something? Close to 580? Thank you very much, all the follows tonight. That came out of nowhere. Go commit a crime if you can get away with it. Sure. I don't know. Can you use this in your court hearing? Not gonna help you. And I'm not your lawyer. And this is all for entertainment purposes. And other fine print that I will include in the VOD. Prof is basically quoting Master Oogway? Who's Master Oogway? Is that a real person? That's very good wisdom. I'm gonna go commit tax fraud. I would endorse tax avoidance, but not tax fraud. But go do a thing. Go be bad at something. Relish in the time that you are bad at it, because you'll be bad at something much, much, much shorter of a time than you are good at it. Once you're good at it, it's like nothing. I remember when I first started playing this game and thought, man, this game is a lot harder than wr2 makes it look. And then I got a little bit decent. And then I started playing Ice and I broke my keyboard. Because it's like, this shit is impossible. The game is already hard enough. And then they made it Ice? Who would ever play on Ice? And now I have 2 world records. Working on number 3 right now. And I'm in 2nd place for it. That doesn't just happen. That's just hard work and effort and showing up and not doing it. Just standing here and doing this and not doing it. Scheduling it, making sure there's time for it, making sure of everything that happens in a day, I walk over here around 9 o'clock-ish and I press go live. I punch in a title, I fire up the game, I make sure there's a camera, make sure there's a microphone, I make sure I'm awake, and then that's it. And now I have hundreds of hours of my dream under my belt. I have dozens of people in a Discord when I didn't even know what a Discord was a couple years ago. I was generally aware of it. But I viewed it as like a forum, but an app for a forum. You know what I mean? Like, I'm from the forum days of the internet. Bulletin boards and whatnot. I didn't have a Twitch up until a few months after I discovered wr2. And now I have, again, almost like 600 followers on Twitch. It's fucking bananas. We streamed on Thursday, nothing was really different in the stream. I was here. What was different? I was here. We chatted. I mean, I didn't even set a PB when it all happened, but we got absolutely showered in subscriptions for no fucking reason. Got like a level 11 hype train or something. And it's, I don't understand it. I'm okay not understanding it, but neither of that is going to impact the level of humble that I feel every time that fucking happens. And it's amazing that it ever happens, has ever happened, and continues to happen. So, all I can do is say thank you and keep showing up and doing my thing because people seem to like it. So go do a thing. Go do a thing that's scary. Go fucking terrify yourself a little bit. Go fail at something. Anybody want to shout one out? What is something you would do that you've always thought about doing but haven't? Mine's always been stand-up comedy. It's always been the art of going out onto a stage of some kind with a microphone and facing an audience and telling jokes. I've done public speaking, I've done sales, I've taught classes, I've given large presentations at work, I've given lectures to hundreds of people right here, standing right here in front of this camera, hundreds of viewers at a time. I've done all of that. I've now put on trivia shows that you guys have watched. Watch me host live shows in person. We've streamed those. None of that happens without discovering virtual. It's amazing. So, go do a thing. Do you have a live journal? I feel live journal energy. You fucking know I had a live journal that I've tried to log into every year since I was a teenager and can't remember my email address or password. Actually, I think I did figure out the email address at one point, but it's long archived on the domain it was on and I can never get back into it. Quit work and go live in the woods. Sure. If that's what'll make you happy, go do it. That's what you want to do. What's up, Savannah? 317. Great to have you. Welcome, welcome. That's a heck of a first message. Hello, heart 22. Maybe. Depends. It depends on how you answer this question that I'm about to ask you. Savannah. Can I just call you Savannah? Can I pronounce it shorter? Are you a Trackmania enjoyer, Savannah? I'm gonna assume yes as I keep talking. I was just talking about what got me into Trackmania. And that was randomly discovering it on YouTube back in 2021, summer 2021. Scud's wife, you just bring in the whole family. Is everybody just watching from a different room? Oh, so wait, should I not ask that? Have you already heard the question? What are the odds that everybody in Scud's household has club access to Trackmania? And all discovered Trackmania independently from virtual. The odds are that someone in that household did. Scud did bring the whole squad. This could be half the viewers for all I know. I don't have the viewers up. I'm like the family dog or something. Aqua Slip Inside, who are you in the family? I'm not sure you actually said who you were, or if you did, I missed it. See, that's the thing. I'm supposed to be world record hunting right now. If this was a virtual stream, I'm not talking shit about his stream. Do not get it twisted. But you would be watching to watch him try to set a world record. I don't know. It's also apples and oranges. He has thousands of fucking viewers. I have the luxury of being able to sit here and interact one at a time and cultivate a community and make genuine connections with people and you know, invest in a relationship and remember you guys and all of that. It's just amazing. kind of a glitch. I don't know if that's replicatable. What do you guys think for the end of this? Should I be landing in a steer? 276. Should I let it bounce? That seems to get the acceleration started quicker. Just letting it dry bounce like that. But then I can't steer. Oh, Good Guy Owen's leaving? All right, dude. Thank you very much for coming by again for a million streams in a row. And we'll see you next time. We're definitely gonna be back at it on Thursday at least. Keep an eye on the Discord. What Discord? What is the Discord again? There it is. That's where I announce minutes before a stream whether we're actually streaming or not. What does visual we are creating? The long lost distant cousin that is peeking through the window. I like to imagine they're all in a circle just holding their phones watching the stream just at various delays. Yeah. Virtual bashing time? We're not bashing virtual. Quite the contrary. We're buddies. We know each other. We support each other's streams. Between the two of us, we have hundreds of thousands of followers and billions of streams on YouTube and watches on YouTube combined. Just told me to stop in if I was going to be on Twitch tonight. Oh, well, hello, Savannah317 and Aqua Slip and Slide. Want to see a magic trick? Want to see a thing? So, on top of being a professor and a prophet and a priest of sorts, I'm also a sorcerer. I source. I source. I sorcerer. I sorcerize. Sorcerer. I sorcerify. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Watch. Watch this. Watch this. All right. Here we go. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm not actually going to say any words. I am simply just going to do the motion. All right, there. Done. That is the dark arts. That is the dark arts in motion right there. That is years of sorcery craft. Years of experience in sorcerfulness. That's what I went to college for. We'll see if anything comes of it. But it is a dark art that we practice around here. For newbies, for those who... We're kind of like the Statue of Liberty. Like, does it say that? Does Statue of Liberty say that? I should know, I'm an American. Bring us your huddled masses. Does the Statue of Liberty actually say anything about putting clothes on your back, figuratively? That's what I was about to say. That we're kind of like the Statue of Liberty, where if you show up and you're just naked, you got no badges, nothing. You're stuck watching ads. You can't use the emotes. We try to flex some magic around here to see if we can
something unstoppable. I hereby pronounce you a community.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, it just gifted us up to Savannah 317.
317. There was 316 of those already, even with all those N's and those A's and H's, I think. H's. Thank you very much, E, for the gifty on over to Savannah. Much appreciated. My stream is on a little bit of a lag tonight, as is my magic. It's there, I'm on Wi-Fi, it's a whole thing. No, that's not true. I flipped over to Ethernet, but my magic is on Wi-Fi, apparently. Here we go. Flex those emotes. So, one down. All right, we are up to 4,400 runs on this thing, which is fine. I've enjoyed most of them. I do still really like this map. I knew I liked it the moment I saw it, when Matt DTO made it and then made an icy version of it. Something about this map just got under my skin immediately. Immediately. So, it's cool. I like it anyway. We're close. We are in second place. Nobody wants a world record more than the person in second place, and that happens to be us this time. And we're off by a fucking 10th.
You have become something unstoppable. I hereby pronounce you.
There we go.
A community.
Oh, that's nice.
Professor underscore heresy just
Oh!
did a sub to Aquaslip.
The professor! Holy crap! That guy's famous. I know him. I know that guy. He got me into Trackmania. Decent streamer. Decent streamer. Okay streamer. It's fine. But hey, how about that? Enjoy Aqua Slip and Slide. Enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewership. Pants optional according to the Statue of Liberty. Oh, yeah, it's true. They did leave it open to interpretation. Bring us your huddled masses as long as they're not topless. Bottomless is a no-go. Also, no Irish. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There are some dark spots in America's history. And that is every single group has been prejudiced against in documented history, and we haven't even been a country that long. And around when the Statue of Liberty became a thing, it was the Irish. Yeah, socks are optional. Socks are optional. Socks are allowed with shoes. Socks are not allowed with sandals. Got it? Get it? Cool. A lot of dark spots. And that's why my family came through Canada. Yeah, because Canada's never done anything wrong. How many fucking kids do they dig up behind those Catholic schools? Oh, whoops, we found another swimming pool full of skeletons. That's our bad. Whoops, we found another bunch of very small cadavers that we can never identify. Oopsies. I see, I knew you were gonna say socks with Crocs. There's a reason I did not include Crocs in that, because I was very against socks with Crocs, except I wear socks and Crocs around the house nowadays. Not right now, I'm not wearing socks and Crocs right now. But my coworker wears socks and Crocs to client sites sometimes. Drives me crazy. I'm in a shirt and tie, looking prim and proper, rather. And he's in a Carhartt jacket and socks and Crocs. Canada during World War I was something horrifying. See, and I couldn't even tell you specifically what you mean by that. All countries on Earth have done shady shit. That's just the way it is. Some worse than others, at least that we can remember. But there's really no country that can look in the mirror and go, yeah, we've been good the whole time. We've never prejudiced against anyone or enslaved anyone or gone to war and beheaded anyone or, you know, anything like that. Changed the course of modern history for the worse. Contradicting your own beliefs. I thought I knew the prof. Well, that's the thing about being a heretic. That's the thing about being a heretic. We practice radical candor here. We tell the truth. Even if that truth is uncomfortable. We spit the truth. Even if it admits, you know, if it means admitting maybe some sad stuff, or, you know, this isn't always the happiest, most chipper stream. You know, sometimes the days I get on are bad days. And we talk about it. And we talk about how to get through those days, and to get to days like this where what the fuck do I have to complain about? I'm in my warm house, surrounded, not right now, but surrounded by animals and a family and a bunch of cars outside that I love, and, you know, nobody's coming to behead me. You know, I'm not dying of the plague or anything. I'm good. I'm not worried about where my next meal's coming from or anything. I'm fine. But that's the thing about being a heretic. We just tell the truth. So I'll admit when I don't know something. And I'll admit when, you know, I change my mind on things. You are allowed to change your mind, you know. You're allowed to just say, you know what? I was wrong. And have that be okay. In fact, people will like you more. I do that shit all the time, even when I know I'm right. I did that today. When I knew I was right about something. But rubbing in this person's face, I mean, rather, that's what it would have come off as. Me saying I was right in any way would have been a negative. Because it didn't matter. It didn't matter that I was right. The time had already been wasted, you know, whatever. So I let them save face by falling on my sword. Hey, this is what I think we should do. I think. I mean, at least that's what I think we should do. It might work, it might not. Maybe what you're saying is right. I know damn well what they're saying is wrong. And they know what they're saying is wrong because of the new information we now have. But I'm giving them an out. Hey, I don't know the answer either. But maybe. That'll get you much further in life. Prof got a 12-car garage. 12-car garage, but only 6 cars in it. Quick, what am I quoting? I'm not going to say it again, but what was I just quoting? They first off had this funny habit of no prisoners, and not in the cool way we just let them run away. No, the opening of the mine method that happens during war. Wow, really? What the fuck did... Who pissed off Canada so much during that? Was Archduke Franz Ferdinand fucking Canadian? Franz Ferdinand, maybe. Kind of Frenchy name. That's what we want to do right there. Something like that. Also, you're recording Rockstar by Post Malone, featuring 21 Savage. That is correct. That is correct. Why you got a 12 car? No. 12 car garage, but you only got 6 cars. I'm forgetting the exact lyric now. But it's, Rockstar. That one. Reading about the Baton Death March made me cry. That sounds terrible. If it was counted, would have had like thousands of war crimes. Yeah. It's a war. Kind of splitting hairs at that point. It's okay. He murdered him, but because we were at war and it didn't violate these particular rules, it's totally fine. Scot-free. No PTSD for you. That person's family is going to be fine. We'll let them know that, hey, they followed all the rules of war, though, so how upset can you really be? We only made your son go off to war. I mean, did you even like your son that much? Hey, but look at it this way. At least we didn't have to send some billionaires, kid. Alright, it is 10:55. We have not even come close to a PB. We had a 1 respawn away from a PB tonight. Tonight's stream is always going to be on the shorter side. I've had a lot of work to do the last couple of days just to kind of catch up. Still dealing with a little bit of brain fog from COVID, so it's difficult for me to work like all 8 hours densely on billable work that I can document and bill and stuff. So I got to take breaks and stuff. So then I got to do some work at night, and then just tomorrow I got to be up ass early. So Peanut made Tomp. Who the hell's Tomp? Listen to the Wiggles for 30 minutes straight in this stream. Also work. I was just, as I was reading that, I'm like, that's a fucking war crime. We'll throw a few more attempts here. Inevitably get a PB right as we're signing off. As is the way. Let me pull out one of these PBs that I've had in my pocket. Not that one. Who should we raid this evening? Anybody online that we know? There's the line. Why you got a 12 car garage and you only got 6 cars? Do I have 6 cars? Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, I got 6. Parts of 6 cars, maybe. I could probably build one other one with what I have in the garage. But no, I have 6 actual definable vehicles with VIN numbers. Now, don't ask me any other details than that, but there are 6 cars on this property that are mine. And one that isn't. That's only because it belongs to the girl that lives here. Oh, that's not 4th gear. Dang it. Thought I had the gear. You have another 6 illegal cars. How do you define an illegal car? What makes a car illegal, other than maybe it's not allowed in this country or something? Speaking of which, I want to buy one of those. I want to buy a little mini truck. Like a little Daihatsu or Honda little mini truck. And they're all stick shift. Some of them come with like a little dump bed, a little scissor lift bed. And they're all adorable. And I want one badly. Little farm truck for my farm. If you mean not registered, then kind of. If you mean not titled to me, technically, one of them. One of them? Yeah. Yeah, only one of them isn't actually... It's signed over to me, but I have not gone to get my own title. My name is on the title, but it's handwritten. Not spelled right. And now the owner, the previous owner, has left the country, so I couldn't get it fixed even if I wanted to, so I'm going to have to be quite a salesman at the DMV next time I go. The actual farm that you totally have. I have a farm! I have farmland! We have livestock and crops! Some of which we actually want. Alright, I'm not getting any closer here. This was just a warm-up for next time. I'm in no rush. You suckers keep coming by. I go live and say we're gonna get a world record, and y'all show up. What incentive do I have to get it? Then I just have to go get another one. This is way easier. This is like those hot tub streams where the girl doesn't even, like, get in frame. You heard about that? There's streamers on Twitch. I don't know if they still do it, but... hot tub streamers who the whole time they just have a countdown timer going, and when it gets to 0 they say they're gonna get on camera, and then they'll go on for hours and they never actually do it. And they might even be pre-recorded streams, but they just soak up donations and bits and, oh, we need another $100 in donations and we'll start the stream, everybody ready? And then they never actually do it. And I've only watched for like hours before realizing that. But now I know how effective that is. And how I'm doing this the hard way. Why am I even showing my face? Why am I even doing that? Alright. That's 11. Oh, my nose. I have to sneeze. Let me see if I can raid somebody before I sneeze. Who's live? Tomp. We're gonna send on over to Tomp TTV. Oh, I did not watch hot tub streams. I was a moderator. All right, so we're gonna send on over to Tomp TTV. to guide you through the rest of your evening here of entertainment. We're going to be back at it on Thursday, or sooner, or later. Probably Thursday. Right back at it. If you want to catch us in Discord, it's this one here. If you want to see us on YouTube, it's that one there. And I don't know any other commands. But anyway, we're going to send on over to Tom TTV. I will see you next time. And just, if you want some sage words, just, no, we're not raiding a hot tub streamer. Although one just popped up on my Twitch TV over here that we could raid. That is sleeping. She's sleeping. She has more viewers than I've ever had by 10x, and she's sleeping. Anyway, keep your head up. Keep pushing. You've survived every day up to and including this one, and you got a road ahead of you. Go decide what that road's gonna be and go take a step in that direction. Go do something different. Go, if you don't like something, go change it. Fuck it. Go be brave and go